everyone, it's Abby B, and this is the same place that I was in the last video. It's because I'm filming this one right after I filmed the last one. Okay, so today I am going to be talking about Larkspur's first adventure. So basically I hung out with my friends and we played this, and we played for a pretty long time. We hung out for like 5 hours, and we probably maybe had like a couple minutes of break to like eat. And like the first part we were making characters, so I would say we played for maybe 3 hours at least. And I have my notes. I didn't take very detailed notes. If you can see, I don't know if you can see, it only covers like half of a page typed. So, yeah. This is unedited, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, so in the last video I said Larkspur was basically evil, but he had a soft spot for kids and wanted to make them villains, and he wanted to start a coalition of villains. So, basically, why is there a person here? Here, I gotta hold Jake. I have to hold him or else he might kill him. Oh, sorry, dog break. He's so cute. Dog break. Okay. Okay, so there's Larkspur, which is my character. Then there is Licknox, and that is Celeste's character. And then there is Lily, and that is Olive's character. I will link their channels down below. So basically what is happening right now is at night, all of the villagers are being attacked by shambling corpses. And I kept on calling them zombies because it's shorter. But that's basically what they are. So, a lot of the villagers are being attacked. Okay. So, Larkspur comes into the chantry and... Oh, yeah. I'm not going to be using exact words because I only covered like a half page of notes. So, I might be paraphrasing what was basically said. So Larkspur, he comes into the chantry, and he's basically like, he's very quiet. He has his sword, that's like his main weapon. You know, like the pirate swords where it just has the handle and then like a really skinny, like the kind Hook uses in Once Upon a Time, I think. Like that kind. So Larkspur comes into the chantry, and he is really quiet, has his sword pointed at Licknox, and it's like, hey, give me your money. And I forgot to say, what happens right before this? Lily is going around the chantry stealing people's money, and Licknox is reprimanding her. So when Larkspur came in, he saw that she was getting reprimanded, and he was like, I like her, I'm going to go after this one, because she seems too good. And that's basically it. Let's see. So he basically threatens her. He's like, fine, I'll see you again. So he leaves the chantry, shapeshifts into a wolf. I'm skipping a part of it. It's okay. So Licknox doesn't give him her money, and she basically makes like a loud noise, so then everyone's looking at him and he's basically caught. So he basically threatens her. He leaves, he shapeshifts into a wolf, comes back into the chantry and freaks everyone out, and he goes right up to Licknox, right in her face, growls, and walks away. So, there's basically like training going on in the village right now. So, Larkspur goes up to a knight and he is like, hey, what's going on? And that's how he figures out about the shambling corpses. So, Larkspur, being the kind of person he is, he goes into the merchant's and it's unlocked and there's nobody in there, and he steals a bunch of stuff. He steals, let me see. He steals health potions, he steals apples, he steals like this small bag of black powder, and he steals some money. So he went back to the chantry because he was trying to find some information on the black powder. And he basically found out that it is an explosive powder and it's called a gatlock. He doesn't know how to make it explode. So it's basically a weapon that he doesn't know how to use yet. Okay. So then he goes to the tavern, and being the person that Larkspur is, he tries to flirt with 3 people in total, and 2 of them he basically fails at getting their money, but then the 3rd one he flirts with, and he's very quiet and he's like, give me your money and I won't cut you with my sword. That's basically what happens. So he gets some more money from this guy who is drunk. Okay, so at this time, I forget exactly where Licknox is. She might be in the tavern or she might be at the graveyard. But Lily, she's basically like a hustler. You know what I mean? Like, she steals people's money. She doesn't have a real job. She doesn't, like, she's been living in this town called Redcliffe her whole life. I know, it sounds very similar to Radcliffe. That's what I thought when I first heard it. This is Jake. I am petting his head. Where was I? Oh yeah, so Lily is in this, like, abandoned shack. So basically, Larkspur comes in. He sees potential in her. So he walks in, leaves 2 apples on her table, and leaves. Okay? So he goes to the graveyard, and he talks with Licknox a little bit. And basically, he's trying to get her to go to the castle because he thinks that it's easy looting. Oh, is it sunset? Dude. Can you see it? Is it up there? I tried. Jake, come here. You have grass all over you. He has grass all over the side of his body because he's sitting in the grass, even though there's a perfectly good blanket here. Okay. So then he goes, Larkspur and Licknox go to Lily's shack, and they're basically like, hey, you can join us if you want. So Licknox and Larkspur, they go together, and Lily's trailing behind, and they don't quite know that yet. So eventually Licknox figures it out first, and then Larkspur does. So I'm going to skip a little bit because I'm going to get to the attacking part. That sounded like a person, but Jake looks so funny right now. He looks like he's literally smiling, closing his eyes. He's so funny. Okay. Let me see. So they got to the castle, and there's a bunch of shambling zombies in there. So it's kind of like, uh-oh. Like, if you've played, actually, wait. Oh, this is not quite yet. Okay. So, he killed 2 of the shambling corpses, but he did get attacked by one. But he gets out okay. He's fine. And so they go inside, and if you've played like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and you walk into a room and they're like, it's a monster house, and there's like a bunch of Pokemon surrounding you, that's basically what happened in this game, but with shambling zombies. So he goes inside and tries to attack these zombies. He literally runs out of HP. Like the DM, if he was like mean, he could have been like, oh, your character's dead. But he was like, no, he's just unconscious, he's fine. And I'm like, okay. So he fell unconscious, and the other 2 are safe at this point. So Licknox, keep in mind, she's one of the good characters. She steals 5 copper from Larkspur's bag and heals him with his own potion. She steals. Oh my gosh. I thought that was funny because near the end, like, you could see Licknox start to change a little bit. And I was kind of like, ooh, is she going to the dark side? I don't know what face that was. So they're looking around, right? And they get into like a servant's room. So Larkspur is looking around a bit, and he finds this locket, and it's clearly expensive, so he takes it. Literally, in my equipment, it says he has a locket. Like, he literally took it. So eventually they find a child named Amelia. And basically, Larkspur is not, like, he basically, like, wants to keep Amelia safe. Like, there's, like, shambling corpses all around. Like, all around the castle, not in the room that they're in. But he's basically like, we don't have time for this. She's coming with us, or somebody needs to stay here and watch her. So he tries to pick her up, and it doesn't work out. I don't remember exactly what happened, but it doesn't work out. So Licknox... Oh, okay. So eventually we convince Amelia to join us, and Licknox lets Amelia borrow her dagger, which is... This is worrisome. She's probably like 5. She has a dagger. Like, it's not a good situation. Jake is such a funny dog. He's so funny. Okay, so they're walking through the castle, and they eventually find a dead mage. And they find a note. I forget exactly what the note says, but it says something about Ted Bond or something. Like, he was sent on a mission to kill Ted Bond. I don't remember if that's the exact name. It probably isn't. Did I just skip a part? I skipped a part in my notes. I did. Okay, I might need to add that later. But, then they find this little boy, and Amelia's like, that's my twin brother. And, oh yeah, back in the other room, she said she was looking for her brother. So, it's clear he's possessed by a spirit of some kind. And Amelia goes with him. Like, I'm pretty sure we try to stop her, but, like, she goes off with him. And it's kind of like, dang it. So they're looking around some more, and they find, like, this dead-end wall. So Licknox kind of starts pressing on it, and it's squishy. So she goes into the room, Larkspur follows her, and Lily stands outside because she doesn't trust anyone yet. But then Larkspur is like, hey, can you give us a sign that you're still here, that you haven't walked away? And she puts her finger through there, so that's how they know that she's still there. So they're looking around this room, and it's like squishy, you know? And they fall unconscious. And that's the end of the story for now. So yeah, if you like my videos, please be sure to give it a like. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you have anything to say, feel free to leave a comment. I will see you guys next Monday. Bye.